What if I told you you could significantly improve the click-through rate on your Google Shopping ads, which can lead you to more sales? That's right, you could be leaving plenty of clicks and sales on the table for your Shopify store. And by simply setting up star ratings in your Google Merchant Center, you could be increasing your click-through rate by more than 30%. That's right, you heard right, more than 30%. Time and time again, almost every single client that started with me has failed to set up their Shopify review apps and link them to their Google Merchant Center, which is one of the biggest low-hanging fruits and levers to pull with your Google Shopping ads. I'm Tim from Launchpresso, where we take e-com and Shopify stores from 6 to 7 figures and beyond. And before I take you over to my screen and show you how to set that up, why do star ratings work? 1. They're a visual trust cue. Stars catch the eye and signal quality. 2. Social proof. The number of reviews increase credibility. And 3. Competitive edge. Users compare multiple listings and ratings makes your products stand out. Now, most of the Shopify product review apps have got integrations with the Google Merchant Center, or in other cases, there is a quick way to get that manual integration set up. And this works seamlessly with Luke's, Judge.me, Yotpo, and Stamp.o, just to name a few. So stick around because I've got a few pro tips for you to ensure that these work well. And if you want help taking your Google ads for your Shopify store to the next level, reach out to me in the link in the description below. Here at my screen, and what we'll be covering on how to display Google Shopping stars with Judge.me in this example. Now, you don't have to use the Judge.me app. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, this process applies for Loops, Stamp.o, Yacht, as well as Judge.me as we're using in this example today. And the points going through is how to subscribe to a paid plan, because you do need a paid plan for this to be able to work in the Google Merchant Center, turning on product reviews in the Google Merchant Center through the add-ons, adding the product reviews from your site, completing the Google Merchant Center application, waiting for approval, connecting it all to the Google Merchant Center again, creating a review feed in the Google Merchant Center. Then after that, there's usually a 4, even up to 6-week waiting period. Sometimes it can be sooner, and then you're off to the races. So first things first, you do need to have the Judge.me reviews app in your Shopify store here. My client already has this reviews app installed on their site, so no need to go through that. From here, you should be able to install it from this button and then go ahead and get that paid plan. And once you have that installed, next step is to come to the Google Merchant Center. Okay, so once you're inside your Google Merchant Center, come to the settings and tools area and click add-ons. And under the Discover tab, scroll down to the very bottom and you can see it says product ratings. And before you can actually participate in the product ratings program, you do need at least 50 reviews across all your products before, as a requirement, to be able to get your reviews into your Shopify store. So once you've opened up the submit product, and with the product ratings interest form, do we want to work with a third-party reviews aggregator? We say yes, but we want to submit a feed from a supported partner directly from the Merchant Center itself. So we click that. And for this particular store, it is physical products and or digital products. Do we have at least 50 reviews? We'll say yes. And then from here, we work through the required fields in order to submit the form. Okay, and here we are now at the end of completing that form. We just click submit. And we have a notification saying that our email has been sent and they'll be in touch with us shortly. And when you do receive that email, unfortunately, it's not instant, but when it does come through, as you can see here on my screen, if you come to the bottom left-hand side, you should have reviews set up here. Like so, and under product reviews, states that there's nothing here at the moment. So we do need to add in a product review source in order to get these reviews working. Now that we have the product reviews working, we do need to set up a data source. So you can either come up to tools and settings to work through that, but just as easy to come to manage product review sources. And under product review sources, we'll click the add product reviews. And we have 2 options here to work through: adding product reviews from a file, or we can add product reviews using an API. And coming back to the Shopify store, to the app Judge.me, coming to the left-hand side under General Settings and selecting the Plan tab, you see coming down here on the bottom left-hand side, we can click the Google and SEO, and we want to generate a product feed. And once that's selected, we have the XML URL as well as a file name, which we do need to add into that. And here's the instruction form, which I do recommend you opening up side by side in order to properly display the product reviews in Google Shopping. And once you have this open, I do recommend working through this just in case there's some nuances or differences between your reviews that you would like to be able to display within the Google Merchant Center itself. Coming back to the Judge.me app, we do want to include review photos and reviews containing personal information. But if privacy is an issue, don't worry, they will replace any personal information with an asterisk. And under the advanced settings, it's important to at least include the GTIN numbers. If you don't have them, you can also include the MPN in the feed. You can either use HTTP or HTTPS, which we do in our particular situation, and we'll save that. And before we add in the feed to the Google Merchant Center, come to step 5 under the Judge.me instructions. on how to add in the feed to the Google Merchant Center. We can see here for the Google review feed, we do need to add in the XML URL. So copy the XML URL here and coming back to the Google Merchant Center and selecting add product reviews as a file because it's an XML file. Make sure you click the radio button, enter a link to your file, paste that in. I do like to schedule this at least every 24 hours and just before I start work for the day. So based on my time zone between here and London, where I currently live, this worked well for me, so I will save that. Once you're happy with the scheduling, if there's a username and password to add it in here, but no need for us in this current situation. So we'll click continue. Once you continue, come to the data source for the product review, and you can see they literally just popped in right then. We do have 157 reviews come within a few seconds. If it doesn't come quick enough, you can always click the update button like this, and then the review should start coming through. And you also check the data source itself to make sure that is 100% correct. From here, you can exit out of this, and it should take you back to the reviews area in the Google Merchant Center under the product reviews tab. And you can see all the reviews have been added into the Google Merchant Center here. We've got the rich snippet, ID, last updated, and it's got the status of needing review. And as I mentioned, it can take anything up to 4 to 6 weeks, maybe 2 to 6 weeks. Who knows? It's up to Google at the end of the day. But once this is it, all you can do is sit tight and wait until they've all been reviewed. You may be lucky, some may be ready to serve instantly. And if that's the case, happy days. And again, if you're looking for help, please reach out to me in the link in the description below. But if you're not ready for that, then please hit like and subscribe to keep up to date with future videos. With that said, check the next video out up here. You don't want to miss it.